Hey everyone, Technomentary here with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to review iOS 26.1, the latest update on the iPhone 15 Pro. We're going to talk about the main features, the battery life, overall performance, and if it's worth it to upgrade to this version or not. So let's dive right into it. First thing is, if you haven't updated your phone and you're looking to update, you can go into your setting, general, software update, and you're going to see iOS 26.1 available. Now with this update, you're going to notice it does take quite a bit of storage here. Takes just a little over 7 gig, close to under 8 gigs. So if you don't have that much storage, you need to clear up some storage. So that's going to be the first thing. Now, when it comes to this main update on this feature, first thing you're going to notice is some UI changes. For example, in the setting here, as you can see here, when I click on general, there's now a little bit more description around each of the setting and what it manages within that setting itself. You're going to also notice things like changes to the actual display settings here. So if I go display and brightness, for liquid glass, now you can actually have tinted versus clear of the icon here. As you can see here, slight changes in the actual look of it. Now there's also other updates as well, like in the camera here, you can now finally disable the swiping. So let's go ahead and open up camera here. We can go down here. There's a new feature called lock screen swipe to open. So if you turn that off, if you lock your phone, as you can see, if you try to open it, the camera doesn't open like it used to with this setting. Finally, you can actually toggle that setting off so that the camera doesn't open for you. Now there's also other settings as well. For example, in the phone setting, there's a new haptics for phone whenever you get calls connected or disconnected. So in the phone here, you'll see a new haptic setting you can turn on and off. So here, again, that's another update feature of it. Now there's also another feature for alarms and timers that now, instead of just hitting that snooze option, which used to be a click option, you now have to slide to go ahead and turn off. It might be a little bit better to wake you up or to recognize that a timer has gone off instead of accidentally clicking on that snooze button or the stop button. Now there's also improvement to FaceTime quality for audio, or if you had issues in the past, there's a fix for that as well. And then of course there's the update to external mic to input gain as well. Now the photo app itself also got some updates here, so you'll see a slight different UI in terms of filtering and selecting as well. So you notice again slight differences in terms of what you can do with this. So again, another changes to the Photos app itself. There's also updates to the Safari here. In the browser section here, you might notice slightly more padding around, which used to make it harder to read. Now that's been fixed as well. So those are some of the main feature update on it. Now if you're thinking about how the battery life has performed on this device, so we're going to say that the battery life here, depending on how good your battery is, we haven't seen any issues with the battery life since we did the update here. Luckily, haven't seen any draining issue or the phone getting hot or anything like this. So the battery has been stable on this update. And the other thing to keep in mind here is this is a fairly newer phone, so you shouldn't have any battery issues with this update. Sometimes that kind of makes you worry if you want it updated, but there is no update there as well. Now, in terms of the actual update, if it's worth it or not, if you're thinking about it, if you're already on iOS 26 already there, I would definitely recommend updating to this version because there are some security fixes which you can read on, as you can see here in the section here. So that's very important to do as well. Now, if you're on 18, you could stay on 18, but sooner or later, you're going to probably have to update to iOS 26. You might want to wait till .2 or .3 version. But because this phone, again, has been out for a little over 2 years now, releasing back in 2023 of September, this is the second major update, so you shouldn't expect any issues. Now, the performance on this version update, I haven't seen any issues with it, and that should be the case because, again, it's a newer phone. You won't have any issues with these major updates here. All of the apps are working. I haven't seen any issues with all of the popular apps here. As you can see here, I can just open and launch without any issues. So again, if you're worried about the update impacting your phone from calling, texting, browsing, all of that is working as expected, so you don't have to worry about any of that. So that's our kind of review of iOS 26.1. Has been stable so far, has tons of new features and bug fixes. Want to hear from you. What's your thought on iOS 26.1? If you updated any of your phone, have any experience, share it in the comment section, and hope to see you in the next one. See you guys next time.